G'day everyone, my name is Chris and in this video we're going to continue our 1967 F1 Championship in Assetto Corsa with round 2 at the Circuit de Monaco. The Monaco Grand Prix is the jewel of the F1 calendar where drivers find it almost impossible to pass each other in these tight and twisty streets, but makes for a fantastic spectacle at this beautiful Mediterranean marina. Throughout the circuit's history, the Monaco Grand Prix has proven to be the one race in which all drivers want to win the most, but only the best of the best tend to succeed. F1 legends such as Ayrton Senna, Graham Hill, Michael Schumacher and Alain Prost have all won this event at least 4 times each, so it goes without saying that you need to be damn good behind the wheel to win the Monaco Grand Prix. Also, the Monaco Grand Prix is one of the events you need to win if you want to achieve the coveted glory of the Triple Crown. The other 2 motorsport events you need to win throughout your career to make this unofficial accolade is the Indianapolis 500 and the 24-hour of Le Mans. Legendary Graham Hill is the only driver in history to have won the Triple Crown by winning the Monaco Grand Prix 5 times throughout the 60s, the 1966 Indianapolis 500 and the 1972 24-hour of Le Mans. Of today's drivers, Juan Pablo Montoya has won the Monaco Grand Prix and the Indianapolis 500, and Fernando Alonso has won the Monaco Grand Prix and the 24-hour of Le Mans, making them the only 2 active drivers in the world to have won 2 of the 3 events of the Triple Crown. I bet Fernando will be making a few more trips to the United States in the coming years before he finally hangs his helmet up. Anyways, if you missed the round 1 video at Kyalami, South Africa, then please check it out before you watch this one. You can find all of the links for the Assetto Corsa GPL Mod 1967 cars created by Baza, as well as the 66 Monaco circuit by the Reboot team and all of the other bits and pieces that I'm using in the description below. Alrighty, it's just about race time. Yeah, so I forgot to show you guys in the last video the championship calendar. I said there's 11 races, but you don't know what races they were unless you had to look it up. So here we are now. Got the calendar on the screen. So we've just done the South African Grand Prix, and today we're doing a Monaco Grand Prix, of course. Then the 3rd round is Zandvoort. The 4th round is Spa-Francorchamps. Then the Le Mans Bugatti circuit. It's not the Le Mans 24-hour circuit itself. It's the Bugatti circuit. Silverstone, Nürburgring. That's going to be quite a race, that one. And Mossbach Park in Canada, Monza, Italy, Watkins Glen in the United States, and the Magdalena Mahuca track in Mexico. And here we have the track map for the Circuit de Monaco. The circuit length is 3.15 kilometers or 1.95 miles long. The track has 12 turns. As you can see, the Beau Rivage turn 2 isn't really a turn as you wind up the hill up to Massenet. But if you look at the top of the screen, turn 7 and an 8 are pretty much portier together. So then all up it counts as a 12-turn circuit. And here we have the qualifying results for the 67 Monaco Grand Prix. Jack Brabham is pole position this time around with a 1 minute 32.142, with our driver Peter Petrolhead just missing out on pole by 25 hundredths of a second. So the Brabhams lock out the first row. 3rd is Chris Amon in the Scuderia Ferrari. It's a great effort by him in the Ferrari. 4th is Denny Hulme in the other Brabham. That means 3 Brabhams in the first 2 rows. It's a great effort. 5th is Joe Siffert. 6th is Dan Gurney in the Eagle Westlake. 7th and 8th, Jim Clark and Graham Hill in the Lotuses. Not a great effort by them too, but considering that the tight and twisty nature of this circuit is very different compared to the last round in Kyalami. This track you need an agile car, light and agile, and the Brabham proves to be that compared to the Lotus on this track, but the Lotus does have more power. 9th is Jochen Bonnier, 10th is Jochen Rindt, 11th is Pedro Rodriguez, Bruce McLaren 12th, 13th Guy Ligier, 14th Jean-Pierre Valtois, 15th Richie Ginther, 16th Ludovico Scarfiotti, 17th Mike Spence, 18th Johnny Servoz Gavin, 19th John Surtees, 20th Jackie Ickx in the third Ferrari. Not a great effort by him compared to what Chris Amon did on third position. And last of the grid is Jackie Stewart in the BRM in that heavy car. And just like in the last round at South Africa, we had a handicap with fuel. This time around in Monaco, we're going to have a handicap as well. Peter Petrolhead, he qualified with 181 litres of fuel on board, which is a full tank, which is almost 150 laps worth of fuel. And in the race for the 10 laps of the Monaco Grand Prix, we'll be having a full tank again, so 150 laps worth of fuel, and see how we go. Okay, now it's time to race. Lights are on. Here we go. Brabham's got an awesome start. Into Sandoval. And we wind our way up Rivage. I used to love hearing Murray Walker saying these corner names in F1 commentary back in the day. I'm sorry, Crofty, but you're no Murray Walker. Through Casino Square. Down the hill. Down into Mirabeau. Now the station hairpin. Up until the 90s it was called Lowe's hairpin. Now it's called the Grand Hotel hairpin. Okay, so that's Brabham and our Peter Petrolhead up in the lead. Through the tunnel. The tunnel is much longer these days. And we drop one gear down through Chicane de Port. It's called Nouvelle Chicane these days, much tighter. Messed that up. That's going to cost me. It's Ferrari going to challenge me. And I've gone wide. Alright, that's Chris Amon up ahead. Alright, lap 2. Now we're in third. And to steer through Massenet. We go to the right lane to avoid the big hump on the left. Oh, Amon's gone wide. Can we get him into Portier? Nah. Down into Chicane de Port. We're quicker than Amon through there. Into Tabac. You reckon today's ground effect F1 cars could go through there? Into Gazomitre hairpin. or there's my Aussie way of saying it, gasometer. That Ferrari's got some grunt. Yeah, looks like Brabham slowed. Eamon's gone wide. Down into Mirabeau again. Oh, now we've gone wide. Just held on to that. Damon's gone wide again. Oh, I think he's holding us up a bit now. Can get a good run through Chicane de Port. Maybe we can try getting him through to back. Here we go. On his outside. Can I stick it? I'll try and set him up into Gazometre. No, he keeps the inside. Okay, on to lap 4. There's Denny Holt behind us. That's 3 Brabhams in the top 4. Down in the station hairpin. And it looks like there's a train of cars behind us. I'm wondering if Chris Amon actually adjusted his steering lock for this track. He keeps going wide at the hairpin. Alright, got another run on Chris Amon. Still alongside him. We'll have to send it into Gazometre. Can I stick it? Nah, that's a block pass. And lap 5, looks like Denny Holmes coming through with us. That makes a Brabham 1, 2, 3. Monaco kind of suits the Brabhams here because they're small and light. I wonder where the Lotuses are. Okay, let's get after Jack. Oh, Jack's gone wide. Down here into Chicane de Port in the real 67 Monaco Grand Prix. Lorenzo Bandini crashed and burned to death, and it was horrible. Gran Turismo 7's got its Dragon Trail death chicane, but Chicane de Port was the original death chicane. Into Chicane de Port. Jack, geez, he just brakes way early. Got a run at him. No, he's got a better run out of the hairpin. Lap 6. Up by Rivage. His car seems to be fine. It's a bit slow through Massenet. Maybe I did damage him. Well, it's clear that his engine ain't broke. So much quicker than him through the chicane. Jack's protects the inside of the back. Ah, Jack, why you brake so early? Crap, I hope his gearbox is alright. I hope my nose is okay. Now lap 7. 4 laps to go. Looks like Eamon's gotten past Denny Hulme again. Let's see if we can get a run on him through the chicane. A bit closer now. I'll try the outside this time. No, Jack wants the outside. I forced him wide a bit. We could probably win this one, but I don't want to take Jack out. Not after the South Africa debacle. I reckon Jack would sack me. Alright, 3 to go. How are we going to do this? Monaco's so tight. We had to end up behind Jack once again. This can't be good. Do we just bring the Brabhams home 1-2? Chris Eamon's still behind us. That must be 1-2-4 for the Brabhams. Denny Hulme's still in 4th. Okay, Petrolhead, don't mess this up. Up the inside. Oh, we've forced Jack wide again. Can we out-drag him up the straight? Nah. Up by Rivage. Jack's so much quicker in a straight line. Down in the Mirabeau. Station hairpin. It looks like Cayman's still behind us, right on our gearbox. Should we take a risk with Jack? Didn't Senna say if you no longer go for the gap, you're no longer a racing driver? No. Ah, crap. Sorry, Jack. I'm always saying sorry to Jack. Alright, I think he's fine. Alright, last lap. Now, probably should just let Jack have the win. He must be pretty annoyed at me by now. But this will be a great finish for Brabham. 1-2, perhaps Denny in third or fourth. Out once more. Last time through Chicane de Port. I think I'll just sit behind him. Take P2. He can have P1. Okay, cool. We both survived. And that's a Brabham 1-2. Nice one. I wonder how Jack is. You reckon he's happy? After all, he just won Monaco. Well, this should put the Brabham team in the championship lead, right? Didn't see the Lotuses all race. Jack! Jack! He's ignoring me. We just got a 1-2 and he's ignoring me. I'm sorry, Jack. Well, the formation driving might look good for the TV pictures, I guess. Oh well. He'll get over it, I hope. So here we have our Monaco Grand Prix race results. So Jack Brabham has his first win of the season at Monaco, no less. And our driver Peter Petrolhead in second, less than a second behind him. We stayed with him the whole race. Chris Amon dropped back a couple of seconds behind us, but he finished third. That's good points for Ferrari. I think that's the first points for Ferrari for the season. And then Dan Gurney in the Eagle Westlake in fourth. Denny Holm, he finished fifth, so Dan Gurney got ahead of him in the end. So that's a couple of points for Denny Holm for Brabham in fifth. Graham Hill in sixth, so that's 1 point for Lotus for this round. And Joe Siffert in 7th, Jochen Rindt in 8th, Jim Clark down in 9th. So yeah, he had a bit of a struggle, I think. 10th for Jochen Bonnier, 11th for Bruce McLaren, and 12th is Pedro Rodriguez, 13th Richie Ginther, 14th is Ludovico Scalfiotti, 15th Go Ligier, 16th Jackie Ickx, 17th Jean-Pierre Beltois, 18th is Johnny Servoz Gavin, and Jackie Stewart struggled up to 19th in his BRM. Mike Spence 20th, and John Surtees a lap down in last. And here's the Drivers' Championship results, and Jack Brabham with that win has taken the lead in the Drivers' Championship with 13 points. Nice one, Jack. Second is Jim Clark. He's dropped down to second with no points this round. And then third is our driver Peter Petrolhead. And now Jim Clark is classified second because he actually won the South African Grand Prix, which takes precedence over Peter Petrolhead's 2 points results in those 2 rounds. And fourth we have Graham Hill with 7 points, Chris Amon with his 3rd place in Monaco with 4 points, Dan Gurney 6th with 3 points, 7th is Pedro Rodriguez with 2 points, 8th is Denny Holm with 2 points. He just opened up his account today. And 9th, Jochen Rindt with 1 point. Then the rest of the drivers with 0 points so far. And here we have the Constructors' Championship points for round 2. And so Brabham's taken the lead in the championship with the big points haul with 24 points, relegating Team Lotus down to 2nd place with 16 points. Third is now Ferrari with 4 points, with Chris Amon's account being opened today. And fourth we have the Anglo-American Racers with Dan Gurney scoring a 4th place today, 3 points. 5th is the Cooper Car Company with 3 points. Then the rest of the field still have yet to score. So that's round 2 of our 1967 F1 World Championship all wrapped up. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, leave a comment, maybe subscribe, all that stuff. Have yourselves a good one, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers everyone.